Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Beyond the Ink with me, Matt Valdez, and Dana. Dana Gorham. Say hi to everybody.
Hello,
Everybody.
everybody.
Yep. So Dana is my neighbor here at the Beauty Studios, and she's actually one of the main reasons why I am sitting right here. We started her leg sleeve. We're starting her leg sleeve, I should say. It's on this side. You can't really see it. Sucks to be you. Kidding. So we started, she was telling me I was looking for a new place to go and start and be here with Beyond the Ink, and lo and behold, she said, you need to come over, see where I go, here where I am, and you'll like it. And I said, cool. And I liked it, and I signed a 12-month lease, and I'm here, and we're tattooing her, and I told her that we're gonna get her on camera. Just a little nervous. It happens. It always happens. But the cool thing is, you're probably going to watch this on Sunday when it comes out. And tomorrow, fun fact, is the 1-year anniversary of Beyond the Ink. So thank you, everybody, for making our 1 year possible. Thanks to all my clients. Thanks to my family who's put up with all my crap. Thanks to my partner, Austin, who has done all the editing and does all this stuff. Again, couldn't have done it without you, man. And everybody else that sponsors, my sponsor, HexTat, Graph Pros, everybody over at Needle Supply that gets me all the good stuff. I don't have a sponsor for Hustle Butter. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But, fuck yeah, Hustle Butter. I use that stuff all the time. It's amazing. You'll like it. Try it. It's good shit. And it smells amazing. Yep. So, without further ado, we're going to get started on a sunflower, and we're going to put some background stuff on this huge thigh piece that's going to eventually be a very large leg piece. I know her husband maybe.
Love you.
Love you. Yeah. So, and I started tattooing him yesterday, which was really cool because now he's a tattoo badass. Yeah. So, let's talk about you, D.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. What do? You are a fantastic microblader brow bitch.
Yep.
It says on her shirt. I'm not being a
Local
dick.
brow bitch.
You do microblading. You do
I do microblading and machine shading. So.
machine shading. Okay. Cool. I do machine shading too.
Different kind.
Different kind. Yeah, of course. But you're also a professional personal trainer. And you're where? Mountainside?
Mountainside.
Fitness.
Hopefully we open soon.
True, because of all the COVID crap.
Yeah.
No one can work out. Kind of sucks.
We're all getting fluffy over here. Perfect timing to get tattooed though.
It is the perfect timing to get tattooed.
Or else I get yelled at.
Yeah. Unless you're getting too many tattoos. Well, that's cool, man. What do you go by what? Mighty Mom Fitness?
Yeah, Mighty Mom Fitness.
Mighty Mom Fitness on Instagram. Go take a look. Follow her. It'll be cool. She's a really good person, really, honestly. Activist for those of the...
Staying healthy.
Staying
fit,
healthy, fit.
and being a mom and
That's
a
true.
business owner.
So you are a mom of 2, right?
Yep.
And business owner, which is fantastic. Again, it's how we met. Good people. I need to put your leg down a little bit. So let's move that over to there. Perfect. And we'll do that. And cool. So you're mother of 2, married. Husband is 8 years, right? Is that
Almost 9 years. Yep.
Almost 9 years. That's a long time. Newlyweds. I mean, I've been married for, 25 years now?
Yeah, we'll get there someday.
You'll get there someday. You're still young. But that's cool.
Yep.
So what do you like doing as far as brows go? Like, what's your
Well,
digs on
I
that?
specialize in doing natural brows, so I don't do the
Explain to me and them what's natural.
Well, nowadays there's, your trendy, bigger, thicker brows, which I can do.
Uh-huh.
I just prefer to do natural brows so that, the trend never dies for being natural.
For being natural.
A lot of I have a huge clientele from, 20-year-olds to 70-year-olds.
Really?
Yeah.
You have a 70-year-old?
My oldest
Client?
client's probably like 78.
No way.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the older community is getting a lot more
Heck yeah.
stuff. Like my oldest client is 76, and
Wow.
we're working on his whole sleeve. So.
And
pretty
with
crazy.
brows, like a lot of them, once you get older, your hair, comes out, hormones take over, and you lose hair. You also lose eyesight. So
That's why I wear a hat and glasses.
Hence the
because
glasses.
yeah. I'm like, huh? No, I'm kidding. No, my eyesight's really good. I have them because they said that I needed them
yeah, I'm glad you're
for
wearing them well.
some reason, and I don't know why. Because I'm kidding. I can't see shit anyway.
Getting older.
So I'm getting older.
But yeah, they can't see, so I give them brows, and they can just wake up and have brows.
Wake up, roll out of bed,
Mhm.
have some brows.
Yep.
That's cool. How long have you been doing that?
About 4 years now.
Really?
Yeah, long time.
Nice.
Time flies.
Time definitely flies when you're having fun.
Mhm.
So what do you enjoy more, the personal training or doing brows?
I enjoy brows more just because I've done a few clients who have rosacea. I've done a burn victim,
Oh wow.
and there's nothing like your clients leaving in tears because you've given them their
Hopefully you get what you want, not because you fucked them up.
yeah, in a good way.
Yeah, my
Good
clients leave in
tears.
tears. It's probably not a good thing. Yeah.
Yeah, you're a different story. Well, I guess it could go bad.
Yeah.
But no, they, gives them their self-confidence back.
Yeah.
There's also, cancer patients that are post-chemo, they've lost their brows.
Oh really?
Yeah, and you're not a lady, but
No.
for women,
By far.
brows are a huge thing. It makes your whole face.
Well, I have huge brows
yeah, you
that
do
make
have
my
good
whole
brows.
face.
Just imagine if you didn't have good brows.
That would be kind of weird. I actually thought of at one point shaving my eyebrows off,
I'll do that.
and Veronica said not to do that as well.
Yeah, good. Go, Veronica.
Because I don't know if it was for Halloween or it was just shock value or something.
So stupid.
But yeah, that's what she said too. She said, don't be, yeah, that's what she said. That was that's what she said. But yeah. So little Miss Dana here is kind of like, I don't know, psychic as well. I mean, she tends to know a lot of things, kind of like, KGB, shit like that. Like, I always tell you, like, you and Veronica are kind of the same as far as...
Kind of like an FBI agent.
Yeah, like an FBI, CIA, all that shit. Yeah. You find shit out.
I know
it's
about
crazy.
Everybody and everything.
Yeah, and it's kind of...
Do my research.
It's kind of funny, but, we laugh about that shit. And who referred you? It was Reagan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love her.
Thanks, Reagan.
We love you.
We love you. You're the best. You're probably not going to see this, but if you do,
no, she's
we love you.
See it.
Oh, yeah, she probably will see this.
Oh,
yeah.
We'll make sure.
Little ginger unicorn. Yeah, I tattoo her. She's really cool. I'm actually married them.
Yeah.
I married her and her husband.
That's what she said.
Did she warn you when you first?
Oh, she said you're a goofball, and she told me that you married her, and that it was awesome.
The wedding was pretty epic, I gotta admit. That was pretty funny. Except for the part where I had to say, I now pronounce you man and wife, or husband and wife. The word pronounce just did not come out of my mouth. I said, I now pronounce, I pronounce now.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
I gotta see this
Sorry
wedding
about
video.
that. Yeah, and then the sun was in my eyes. It was really funny. We were on this gazebo. That was the only way I could just try to... Excuse me. Got a frog in my throat. It was the only way I could kind of see was to have my sunglasses on. because it was really, really bright. The sun was just dropping, and it was just the brightest of bright, and I'm like, holy shit. I can't see nothing. Yeah. But it was pretty cool. So how long have you known Reagan?
I don't know. She came to me for brows.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh, all right. Oh, that's right.
That's how I met her, and it's kind of just gone down the line from there.
And then you called me.
Yep.
After you
Now
were
I'm
upset.
stuck.
You were upset with your other artists, which we are not going to speak of.
Yeah.
And you called me, or you messaged me, hey, how much do you charge for this? And I said, well, let's get more information. And you're like, oh shit, this guy called me back. I'm like, yeah.
Like, instantly.
Like, that's what happens with business.
I'm definitely snooty as to, like, when I'm asking something, I don't want you to reply 10 hours later, you know.
Yeah, well, that's what
Because
happened.
I expect that out of myself when somebody's asking me for a brow appointment.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take, you know, the whole day to reply.
You should never take a whole day to reply.
Yeah.
Now, granted, there are people that are busy,
Yeah.
and there's always
Yeah.
kind of, you know.
I mean, we're all busy.
We're all busy. We all have stuff to do.
Shoot.
But if you're not going to reply,
Yeah.
you just don't care. You're just sorry. You don't give a shit.
Even
you know?
if I can't reply right away, I'll say, give me, you know, a couple hours to reply. I'm doing, you know, I'm busy at the moment. But just to let them know that, hi, I got your question, or
Yeah. Or your inquiry or whatever.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is like, in this day and age, if you're not replying or you're not, you know, granted, yeah, you may have forgotten. Okay, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you that. But if you're not replying to somebody, sorry, you just don't give a shit.
Yeah.
You know, they're just not worth your time.
Yep,
so
exactly.
then I read this really cool thing today, as a matter of fact. It said, if you're not aligned with people and like a part of what you're doing, then just cut them out of your life.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna start doing that. Like, as far as, because what did I say when I first came here? I was like, oh, you know, I had said that I really like this place because everything aligned. Everything seems to be aligning with, and if you align yourself with good people, then good things are gonna happen. You know. And so now I'm here, signed a year lease, and yeah, I mean, she's literally my neighbor, like right across the way.
That way.
Yeah. So yeah, that way.
Yeah.
But out that door. And I'm sure they get the idea.
Yeah.
Quit fucking around. So that's cool. What's your crazy? What do you like about brows? I mean, why'd you even get into brows?
It's so funny because ever since I was a little girl, I was waxing my mom's, my sister's brows, and
I just always had a thing for brows. I just think they're important. I don't know. It's just some kind of weird
Just a weird
thing that I've had. And then I wanted my brows done because, you know, I had the division sign brows from back in, you know, my day where it was cool to pluck shit out of your brows.
Did you fuck them up?
Oh, yeah. They were literally like...
Because you have nice brows.
I do.
Gotta say,
Thank you.
got nice brows. But
I've worked on them. So that's why I got into this, because I wanted to get my brows done, but I didn't want anybody else to do them because I just, you know, don't trust anybody besides myself.
So you did
I
your
did
own
them.
brows.
Yeah, I went to school, learned how to do it, and
Where'd you go to school?
it was just a local
Like a
brow.
brow.
It's like a brow certification course, yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
But then I did my own.
Were you excited?
Yeah. And at first I wasn't really thinking that I wanted to turn it into a business.
Yeah.
Because I was a stay-at-home mom at the time. But it's a great business that I can run with having kids. And I can, you know, make my own schedule, do my own thing.
True. I mean, you get to come in, go, do what you
Yeah.
gotta do, and then go home to the babies.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah, and it's super flexible. I don't know, I just like having a job, per se, that you can talk to people and meet awesome people.
Right? And then change their lives
Yeah.
forever.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way.
are you?
Just a little bit. You know, I changed lives.
Yeah, you changed my leg life.
I changed your leg life, man. We started with like some small thing, and there will be people that would say that I tend to say, bigger imagery is better. And then we turn it into this, and they like it. Then it goes bigger, and then it goes, yeah. So
That was, yeah.
I think that was more
That was
you,
me.
though.
Yeah.
It wasn't me this time, I
When
promise.
I do things,
but
I go hard.
yeah, go
For sure.
big, and go big, or go home.
Yeah.
Follow her on TikTok. You'll know what we're talking about now. That is if they, don't ban
If they don't
talk,
cancel,
ban
I'll
TikTok.
be so sad. I'll literally
Yeah.
be so sad.
I think Microsoft said they were going to buy TikTok
be
or
cool.
something like that, but then it's Microsoft. They have all your information anyway. So
Oh well, come at me.
yeah, they're going to.
We're in 2020. Got guns.
I got guns, Microsoft. Bam! Oh, see, because you work out. Was that a pew pew pew?
Yeah.
That was good shit. So now, how long have you been a personal trainer?
About 2 years. I didn't actually pull the trigger in working in a gym until like last year or this.
Was that a guns reference? That was a...
This.
I didn't pull the trigger on these. I'm kidding. I
The
can't. I
gym,
haven't
yeah.
worked out for fucking ever. Thanks, COVID.
I can give you some pointers.
Right? That's here. I can give you some pointers. Now your certification is through NASM.
No, ISSA.
Oh, ISSA.
Yeah.
Okay. Very cool.
But I was just busy and I don't know. I was always at the gym and I met all the people there and I just started talking to them and they kept asking me, come work here. So I finally did.
You finally just said,
Yeah.
Let's do it.
And I love it.
That's cool. How many clients do you have?
Well, 0 right now.
Oh, obviously. Duh.
But
Thanks,
no,
COVID.
we had that like I think it was like a month or 2 month break.
Yeah.
And before that, I had a pretty full schedule.
Pretty hefty roster.
Pretty full part-time schedule. But then after that, most of them are in healthcare, so they didn't come back yet. They will, but once,
Yeah.
everything's just kind of jacked up
Once
right
we
now.
go back to normal.
Yeah.
Thanks, COVID.
But I have a couple solid clients that came back, and
That's cool.
yeah.
Yeah. So, how you like being a mom? Was that a
Love being a mom.
Right?
I have 2 boys, so they're nuts.
That's true.
I would much rather be a boy mom though, because girls
Yeah,
are
girls
crazy.
are crazy.
I definitely wouldn't want to deal with little me's. No, thank you. I definitely don't think Rob would either.
Yeah, what would he say if you had a daughter?
Oh man.
Do you think he'd be different?
Yeah. I don't even know. I can't even picture it. Like
A little Dana
a little
running
Dana
around.
running around. Or maybe it'd be a little Rob running around.
Or a little.
That would be good. Yeah.
Well, because if you have a
we'd
little
have
girl,
a
then
good mix.
yeah, it'd be.
That's not happening
Because
snip.
Because what was it? Snip, snip, hooray!
Snip, snip, hooray!
Snip, snip, hooray! That is definitely true of. We'll have to talk about that in a sec. Yeah. So the whole snip, snip, hooray. I'm gonna talk about that for a sec because what wife, when a husband gets a vasectomy, I'm snipped. I've been through it. But you went a little above and beyond with when he came home, like how it was going to be.
So
Please tell everybody.
So Rob works night shift,
Mm-hmm.
and he had an appointment for his vasectomy the next day. It was like 8 o'clock in the morning, I think.
Yeah.
So he literally came home, and we had to, get dressed and go. So he's dead tired. Well, I did this whole ensemble
Yeah.
of, like, I don't know, what would you think?
It was every pun
Yeah.
or euphemism that you can correlate with getting snipped. You got him a T-shirt
Yeah.
that said "Snip, snip, hooray,"
And had little spermies.
and had little sperms coming out the side. You had a box of ding dongs So when you had ding dong withdrawal.
Except for Dana's ding dong withdrawal.
For Dana's ding dong withdrawal.
I had duds candies.
Oh
and
yeah,
it said,
milk duds.
Yeah.
But she covered the milk and it said shooting.
Now shooting duds.
Now shooting duds.
Peas for him to ice his peas.
Yep. The bag of frozen peas.
Yeah. It was just a bunch of little candies and
with labels on them.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty fucking clever. Not gonna lie.
And he wore the shirt to the doctor.
That is
to get it, and the doctor was cracking up.
I would be cracking up too if I was the doctor.
He actually asked. He was like, "Can you guys make us some shirts for their upcoming event?"
Oh no way.
Yeah.
That's funny. I've got somebody who can make shirts like that. I'm kidding.
Yeah, my sister-in-law has a Cricut, so we just made it on there.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
That's cool. I use Craft Pros. You know, same people that own Hextat. Like what I did there.
Yeah.
I actually made the sign too.
I might actually hit you guys up for a sign for me.
Right? So we're having this sign battle.
Mm-hmm.
I just got a brand new sign from Craft Pros, and it's
sick.
It's super sick. Thanks, guys.
I'm
it's
jealous.
awesome. It's actually going to go up right there, but you are a bit jealous.
I'm not a bit. I'm a lot jealous.
Yeah, it's pretty damn cool. It's pretty disco.
Might have to turn the lights off.
It's got multiple LED with running behind my sign, and yeah, it's gonna be pretty badass. I'm actually going to put it up either today or tomorrow. Oh, today, but I want to have it for the anniversary, you know. But yeah, it's badass.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then you also want business cards because
Yeah.
my business cards are also
Oh, the velvety ones.
the soft
they made
touch.
It? Oh,
Yeah, jealous. Nobody's got those. They're pretty amazing.
No, they're
Thanks
pretty
again,
cool.
guys. So, yeah. So how do you do after the snip snip? I mean, was he cool? Was he?
No, he was fine. He was loving life because I was babying him. It's always me getting the babied because I've had a bunch of surgeries and all my health stuff. So he's
Yeah.
always the one taking care of me, but it was his turn.
Yeah.
So, I was making him food, bringing him margaritas in bed. So
In
he was,
bed?
Yeah.
Dude, I didn't get none of that shit. I was watching The Green Mile and every other long movie
Oh,
that I could watch.
he was sprawled out on bed with his margarita and soup, and he was loving life.
No, Veronica took care of me. She gave me some, made my food and did whatever I had to do, and then. But the bad thing there was only one bad thing. We were eating dinner, or we were having food, and Matthew was, I think, 1 or 2, and he was in the high chair, and he went and almost fell off the high chair. So I went to grab him.
Oh my gosh.
And I popped a stitch, and I was like, ugh! So that was, but nothing,
I don't have those things, but I
Yeah.
can imagine that
it
feel good.
It hurt. It was hurting something fierce, but then after that, it was kind of like, all right, like whatever, healed up nicely, and I had my prescribed evacuations, and then we're all good. Like that's it, no more,
No more babies.
no more babies. Yeah, all done.
If I didn't have giant babies, I would want to have another one.
Dude, you had giant babies, like.
Pushing 9 pounds.
No joke, folks. You're what, 5
5 foot, 100 pounds.
5 foot, 100 pounds, with a 9-pound baby. When I saw the picture, she showed me a picture of what she looked like when she was pregnant, and it was just unreal.
torture.
It was the biggest.
And they were both 2 weeks early.
Yeah, well, yeah. If you would have gone 2 weeks more, they'd have been
Yeah,
like
they
gigantic.
could not have
Yeah.
stayed in any longer and have freaking 11-pound babies.
Yeah, that's funny.
No,
And so now
it's
what? You
not.
said one's 7 and the other one is
3.
3. And the 3-year-old is your little monster.
He is my little hellion. He's crazy.
He's awesome.
He is. He's awesome. I can't wait till they're older. Well, I can, but I can't.
Can't wait till they're older and you can show them all the shit that they
Yeah.
did when
Yeah,
they
for real.
were. Mm-hmm.
And all the bad shit they say.
He's going through the stage right now where he's repeating everything that Mom says.
Oops.
Oops. What do you say? shit. No, that was pretty funny.
What does he not say?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true.
because I have pretty bad potty mouth. But eventually they learn, because Ryder, my 7-year-old, went through the same thing, but, soap in the mouth and
Yeah.
doesn't say anything after that.
Yeah. I told you, my son Matthew once told my dad that he had to shit.
Yeah.
Because I'm guilty. I'm guilty of saying the word shit. I'm guilty of saying that all the time. So that's my word. Shit.
It's better than my word.
Yeah. So I heard your husband was telling me that too.
Yeah, although he said it today, and then River repeated it.
That's
So
awesome.
I'm like,
yeah.
it's not just me.
Kettle, pot, pot, kettle.
Exactly.
But yeah, Matthew went up to my dad and said, Grandpa, I have a shit. And my dad was like, no, you have to go poop. And he said, no, I have a shit. And so my dad was kind of looking at me like, probably not the best thing to teach your kid. And I said, yes, I know this.
Eventually they learn.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. So
It's funny.
it's funny when they're little because they can't pronunciate anything, and it's just so funny.
It just comes out hilarious.
Yeah, it's just hilarity ensues. How's this feeling? You're not making a single sound because you're a fucking rock star. And,
Feels great.
And dude, honestly, she doesn't have a soul.
Nope.
It's crazy.
This little body's been through.
Been through some
Been through
hell,
it.
huh? Because you used to be what? You were a figure skater.
Yep. I was a competitive
Competitive
figure skater.
figure skater.
Before that, I was
Never
competitive
knew.
gymnast.
Crazy. Yeah. Competitive gymnast, competitive figure skater,
Yep.
and you've had multiple surgeries, right? How many hips?
3 hip surgeries.
3 hip surgeries,
Yep.
wrist surgery.
Yep.
Uh,
I've had a ab repair surgery from my almost 9-pound kid, and 2 hernia repairs.
gee bus.
Yeah.
So this is nothing.
No.
This is jack shit. We
Yeah.
can do this all day long in our sleep,
Easy money.
right? God.
Till you get to my side.
Till you get to that, yeah. Till you get to about right
Till
here.
you get to the
and
side, then it's, not fun.
And then it's crybaby central.
Yeah.
No, that's okay. Most people that get their sides done, it's either one of 2 things. It's either no big deal, they don't, or it's excruciating and they need
A break.
they need a break, but they also need some numbing cream, and they're like, oh, shit. And I'm the devil, but,
Yeah. We just want to punch you in the face when
pretty much when I get to
you
that
get
area.
to the side. Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah. So how was figure skating? How did you even get into figure skating?
I had a friend in, I guess, elementary school, and she took me one time, and my mom always tells the story. It's funny. I hired a coach.
You hired a
Yeah.
coach?
I went with her, and I wanted to do it, so I talked to a coach there, and I came home and told my mom that I had a lesson with her.
And then your mom said,
My mom was like, okay.
What?
Yeah. She didn't know what she signed up for, though.
How old were you?
I was 10.
You were 10.
Mhm.
That's funny.
I'm a loudmouth. I talk to everybody and anybody, and
I have no idea how that even happened, that we get along so well.
2 peas in a pod.
Imagine that. 2 peas in the same little pod.
Yep.
Yeah. So how long were you a figure skater or competitive skater?
About 6 or 7 years.
Gee buzz.
Yeah, I went to regionals and nationals.
Wow. So you were
That was really
pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, the dream was the Olympics.
Yeah.
Yeah, but life went different direction.
Which direction did it go?
3 hip surgeries later.
Yeah, I'd say that would be a direction not conducive with Olympic skating.
The last surgery, my doctor said you need to quit and become a swimmer. Because
Oh my
swimming
gosh.
is obviously not hard on your body.
Yeah. Well, it's a little hard.
But I'm also a sissy when it comes to cold water, so I said nope.
Dude, me too. Except
Thank
for river water.
Yeah.
Like if I'm out in the river,
Or the lake water is pretty hot right now.
Well, the lake is pretty hot, but if I'm in like Kings Canyon where we go camping, and I just something about that water, man, it's like ice fucking cold. But I can jump in it like no big
No
deal,
way.
you know? Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it was the extra lbs that I was holding on. Thanks, COVID.
Right?
But
Cool.
but speaking of, the gyms are going to open again.
Woohoo! We
What?
just got that news.
Just got that news. Didn't see that, did you? Yeah.
Hopefully it stays open.
Editing magic. Yeah. So they fought the law and they
Yep.
said, hey, we need you to let us work out.
Yeah, I guess there was like doctors who came on to the hearing saying, having proof that it's clean. I mean, it's cleaner than the grocery store.
True.
And
Home Depot and
Yeah.
Walmart. Definitely fucking
and
Walmart.
Casinos and bars.
Yeah.
And it is, I mean, it's more than just going to work out and social hour. It's people's mental health.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, I've noticed a difference in
Dude.
mental health.
Suicide rate is through the roof right now.
Yeah.
Because mental health, people don't have their outlets. People don't have, and working out, honestly for me too, working out is good because I feel better.
Well, when you look good, you feel good. When you're active, you're,
Yeah.
And even so, like people with health issues that need to work out and they can't work out, that's, butting into their health.
Yeah. And that's causing them to get sick, and then COVID kicks in, and they can't fight it off because,
And the hospital makes a bunch of money and they love it.
yeah, why pay to help somebody when they can make money to kill them off?
Yep.
Fuck you, hospitals. Fuck you, healthcare. I'm sorry.
That's true.
People are going to get mad at me. People are going to say anything. If you don't like it, comment down below. Tell me what you think about the healthcare situation, because I personally think it's fucking bullshit. And I recently had a family member, I say family, he wasn't my immediate family, but he's been in my family for a long, long time, who just passed away from COVID-19. And I think he could have been saved.
Yeah.
I really do.
I mean, I've heard stories about that too.
And it just pisses me off because it's my brother-in-law's father who passed away.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, you could have totally saved him. I don't understand why. I don't get it. I don't understand why they just did the very minimal. They wanted to put him on a ventilator like right away.
Yeah.
They wanted to just do this and do that, and it was just like, man, I think you guys fucking killed him. But again, that's just my opinion.
A lot of them don't come off of the vent.
No, they
So-
don't. No, once they go on the ventilator, it's like, and he was doing good.
Yeah.
He was doing really good, and then all of a sudden, he wasn't. They weren't giving him the right medication, in my opinion, of course. Yeah, unfortunately, he passed away, and it's really fucked up. And I'll voice my opinion again. So.
It's sad.
You don't
I mean,
like
it's sad. All the people that are dying, and like you just don't really. I had a client. Her, it was like one of her family members had an aneurysm, and they tried to label it a COVID death.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and they told her, "You're fucking not labeling it," or they told the hospital, "You are not labeling it a COVID death. He did not die from that, and you're not going to get a payout for him."
Yeah, I had another client whose father had liver problems, and he had underlying conditions. That's what he died of. He died of liver failure, and they wanted to rule it as a COVID death. And it was shitty because they had to fight him for the body. Because if let's say you die of COVID, you have to be cremated. You can't.
Really?
Yeah, unless you have a mortuary that'll take the body and do it,
That's insane.
Yeah. So I didn't know that until
I didn't know that
I didn't
either.
know that until recently. And
That's crazy.
yeah, I'm like, that's
It's bullshit.
I mean, I want to be cremated anyway. I do. Once I'm gone, I'm gone. There's no need for me to be
yeah,
around.
but you want to, if that were to happen, you'd want to fight it just to make sure they don't label it as a COVID.
Yeah, hell yeah. You're not getting money over my
No.
body. Fuck no.
Over my dead body.
Over my dead body. Sorry, I didn't mean to joke about that, but it is pretty funny. Fuck you. Fuck you, healthcare.
Yeah.
And what sucks is the stress that comes along with all this shit.
Yeah.
because you haven't been working out.
No.
You feel kind of shitty.
And you're locked inside. There's nothing to do, and
Yeah.
our poor kids, like our kids, like mental health is being crushed by this.
Dude, I was watching a back to school commercial last night, as a matter of fact, and all the back to school commercials are all walking with masks on, and
no way.
And I'm just like, what world am I living in right now? And it's really funny because my whole thing is, okay, masks are good, masks are important, but the right mask. Now, a mask can be made out of, according to the standards, can be made out of anything. A torn up t-shirt, a fucking bandana, anything that's not going to help you with, because it's good, you can breathe right through it. So my thing is, it's about compliance.
It is.
It's not about fucking,
my stepdad just posted a video, and I think it was of his friend,
Mm-hmm.
and he was being sarcastic. He was like, yeah, the mask really worked. He took his vape pen, sucked in, and then the smoke just comes right out of it.
Yeah.
It's so
true.
funny.
It's about
it's
about compliance. It's about what we can make you do.
Yeah.
I think I'm scared, not scared physically, but just worried about phase 2 and what they're talking about with, phase 2. What the fuck? Shut up.
Yeah.
Dude, this is democracy. This isn't communism, and I'm sorry, it's not going to be,
stupid.
It is stupid. Anyway, I digress. Let's get back onto the fun stuff. How's it feeling?
It's getting a little
dicey right there on the inside?
It's feeling great.
Feeling magical. Feeling like I can continue to do this for hours.
Yeah, I'm sure it feels great to you. You're not getting stabbed.
Stabby. It's kind of the thing. I record you, I stab you, we talk, ha ha ha,
Yeah.
and then we just go from there. So
It's fine. It's worth it.
it is worth it, to be honest with you. And again, if you've had worse,
Yeah.
like
Mind over matter.
it
Life
totally
is about
mind over matter. Yeah.
It hurts, but I'm not thinking about them.
No.
Thinking about an In-N-Out burger.
Ooh.
Sounds good, right?
That sounds really good right now, actually. And because, the gyms aren't open yet, I feel like my cheat day has been a cheat
year?
6 months.
Cheat year, yeah. We're on,
it's a cheat.
2020 cheat year.
Yeah, it's a cheat year, so it's okay.
Thank goodness for muscle memory.
Right? That's actually the one good thing I love about being able to work out again, but, muscle memory is amazing.
Yep.
I, too, back in the day, I was a personal trainer, a fitness professional at 24 Hour Fitness, and then I was also certified through NASM. And that was a lot of fun, but at the same time, now, because I'm 44 now, I can go in the gym, work out. It's a little bit harder in like certain areas, like my belly fat. I like food. So it's not, I know what it is. I know what it's all about, but I can also get those, muscles back pretty quickly because of the fact that muscle memory is just so good.
It's an amazing thing.
Yeah. So.
I rely on that, especially during this COVID thing. We went back the first time, and I was getting it back, and then
shut us down again.
We're closing again.
How'd you feel when they first shut you down, as far as like your business goes?
Oh, it was tough. I mean, because everything got shut down, so we got shut down being in a studio.
Yeah.
It was kind of bittersweet. It was tough financially because we still have to pay for our studios.
Still gotta pay rent. We still
still have to pay rent. But it was kind of an eye opener that like it's nice to just chill and spend time with family, and it forced us to.
Yeah.
Forced us to not like have the hustle of life.
So yeah, this whole COVID crap is crazy, and say that 10 times fast. This COVID crap is crazy. Yeah, but what's even crazier is how people are, because of this whole, I don't even know if it's like a movement now. It's weird because now it's like we had the riots and we had like all this crazy shit going on. Like people just arguing and being fucking horrible to other people.
People are just losing their minds.
And what sucks is the biggest people, a lot of the people that are affected by it are police officers and police officers' families. And I think, me personally, I tattoo a lot of police officers and police officers' families. And so I'm a big, firm believer in tattooing police officers' families.
Yes.
And as far as like one would say like, hey, back the badge, Okay, cool. That's what I do.
Yeah.
How's it being a cop's wife? Like with everything going on right now, like.
It's been rough.
I mean, you see stupid shit on TV.
Yeah.
I see stupid shit on TV and can't even fathom because I know a lot of, like I said, I know a lot of cops. I tattoo a lot of cops. Mm-hmm. And for me, a lot of my police officer clients aren't dicks. They're just
people.
good people, family people.
And a lot of them are.
Yeah, and the majority of who I know in law enforcement, they're not going out trying to shoot somebody. No. They're not going out fucking being like,
That's the last thing they want to have to do.
Yeah.
That is the last thing because,
And now more so than ever.
Yeah. A lot comes along with that. People go after you. They go after your family.
Yeah. All the court.
Yeah.
All the paperwork. Mm-hmm. All that
Time off
stuff.
Of work.
Yeah.
Not that that's a bad thing, but.
But it's so true.
It is, yeah.
And, I just think especially what's going on in Portland. It's insane.
And where is it? Minneapolis. It's crazy.
Yeah. They were trying to get into the federal building in Portland, and they were writing, spray painting all over. The only good cop is a dead cop, and fuck the police and all this other stuff, which made me laugh.
They're the first ones to call the police.
I didn't mean to say it make me laugh, but when they said fuck the police, I remembered her cup that says, I fuck the police. Genius.
Hashtag police wife.
Hashtag cop's wife. Funny as fuck. And I don't know. I don't believe that all cops are bad. That would be like saying that all tattoo artists are douchebags or
teachers and lawyers and doctors.
But you're gonna get that argument from both sides. They're gonna be like, well, this cop was bad, that cop was bad, blah blah blah. Look, I have been pulled over before. Imagine that, right? Shaved head, Mexican, tattoos. That was my thing. I got pulled over driving while Mexican.
Yeah.
I was passing by a bar, and the cop, he ran my plates and everything else, but it was hot. We're here in Arizona, so sure enough, I had my arm hanging out. He saw the tattoo, pulled up right next to me, looked in. I looked at him. He said, how you doing?
Profiled you.
And then he goes, "Wah," and got behind me, and I was like, this motherfucker is gonna light me up. Now, mind you, I don't even have a fucking speeding ticket. I don't have a record. I have nothing to hide at all. I had 2 guns on me because, you gotta have a backup. We're in Arizona. I carry every day. And also my knife, and, and he asked me, he said, hey, do you have any guns or weapons in the car, that I should know about? And I said, yes. And he said, okay. And I had my hands on the steering wheel at 10 and 2, and
you're compliant?
I'm compliant, 100%.
What?
Yeah, exactly. He's asking
don't
me.
know what that is.
Yeah, he's asking me my questions, and and I'm clearly at this time, I'm clearly bigger than the guy.
Yeah.
If I wanted to be a threat, I could be. That's not, it's not a problem. But I didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
And I even asked him. I said, hey, did I do something wrong? And because I don't speed either. I drive. I'm a fucking grandfather. I drive like a grandfather. Anybody that's been in my car knows I drive the speed limit, or I drive, like a grandpa. Mm-hmm. Anyway.
Freeway.
Yeah.
You were driving under the speed limit.
No, I was driving the actual speed limit. Jerk. And he asked me. He said, no. I said, well, why are you pulling me over? And he said, because your license plate lights
Light is out.
are out. And I said, I have license plate lights? The fuck? You know, and
You don't know that?
but then he told me, he was honest with me, and he said,
Yeah.
well, we just pull people over that, you know,
Look
we may
suspicious.
think
Yeah.
have been coming out of the bar.
Which a lot of the times.
And I told him, I said, that's fine. So, yeah, you admitted to profiling me. Whatever. I don't care. I didn't fucking get mad. I didn't bitch about it. I just did my thing, compliant, talked to the guy. He was actually really cool. He took my guns, and then he gave them back to me.
Yep.
Imagine that.
That's the problem in the world these days. Nobody
Yeah.
knows how to comply, or they just don't want to.
Well,
and everybody's entitled.
it's an entitlement
It
issue.
is.
Yeah, it's a huge entitlement issue. Like, I shouldn't be taught, I shouldn't be da-da-da. Well, you also shouldn't be throwing fucking bricks through, you know,
Yeah,
a window or Molotov cocktails and saying, fuck the police.
Yeah.
You're kind of making yourself into a target. So,
Yep.
fuck you, protesters. Just, you know.
Yep.
There's a right way to protest. There's a wrong way to protest.
Yeah.
And right
it's
now, a lot
gone
of...
completely out of hand.
Yeah.
Your point's not even...
It's not even valid.
It's making it worse
Yeah.
for what you're trying to achieve.
I'm watching all these dudes dressed in black and hoodies and black masks and all this other stuff, and they're destroying shit. People's businesses, you know, that work
Owners
really,
that
really
are
hard.
African American.
Yeah, black-owned businesses.
Yeah.
Boom, there you go. And they're saying like, and they're being destroyed by other black individuals.
Mm-hmm.
And they're saying under the false pretense of Black Lives Matter. Okay, well if that mattered, then why the fuck did you just destroy this guy's, you know, who's...
A lot of them don't even know what they're protesting. They're just seeing it as an opportunity to destroy and steal and
opportunistic. I was saying that the other day to one of my friends. I said, well, you know, you're talking about protests, you're talking about this, but let me go grab that computer and TV and shoes and break into this jewelry store. And you know, I'm like, no, man.
Which is sad because it's overshadowing the ones who are actually trying to, you know, achieve something and make a difference in this world. I mean, the world is jacked up.
The world is a weird spot right now.
It is.
Like, it's just so surreal. Like, I went through the LA riots. I remember I lived, you know, and lived through all that crap, and that was some crazy shit. But we don't need to relive this same shit. We don't need to do all that stuff. There's other ways to do it. But I think the problem is no one is holding themselves accountable for their actions.
They're not.
Like, and they're making their kids are now growing up to be shitheads because they didn't hold them accountable, because they didn't want to spank them, or they didn't want to reprimand them because they wanted to be their fucking friends. I'm sorry, dude. Stop being your fucking kid's friend.
Yeah,
You're not their friend.
It's definitely it starts with parenting.
It does.
You need to teach your kids right from wrong, and
yeah. Like,
I saw this video and it kind of really irked me. It was a police video, and maybe I'm biased, but it was this little boy, this little African American boy playing outside, and a cop was just driving down the street, and the little boy hides behind a car.
Yeah.
Like, why are we teaching him that?
Yeah.
Shouldn't we be teaching him to, you know, respect them, and you won't have issues?
Correct. And it's really funny because, again, I grew up in the hood. I grew up in a shitty spot. My brothers are fucking gang members. I've been pulled over. I've had problems, you know, or not problems, but contact with the law. It's happened. Yeah. But if you have nothing, if you're not doing anything, then, and I teach them, they have a horrible job, dude. It's like joining, it's like joining a gang, but only every single gang wants to kill you or hurt you or, you know, do shit to you. You know, again, there are some asshole cops.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that.
Everybody,
But
in every profession.
In every profession, there's also asshole tattooers. There's, you know, like shitty brow person. I'm kidding. No, she's great.
He's not talking about me.
No, I'm not talking about you. But I'm just saying, there's people in every profession, but you're gonna hold a whole
the whole
group accountable because of these
it's just
stupid
bad.
fucks. You know?
And I feel really bad for him with all the shit he had to go through during the protests and riots and stuff. I mean, he was down there, front lines with them, and
They threw a brick through his fucking window.
yeah, ended up in that day and night, he had worked 20 hours straight, and then ended up in the urgent care because someone bashed his window in.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Didn't his partner get glass in her eyes?
Yeah,
or some
she had
shit?
glass in her eyes, so they had to go to the urgent care and deal with that.
And the funny thing is, like, I may have someone who views this and sees this and says, good, you know, or
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh, I'm sure.
And honestly, man, or woman, whatever, you're entitled to your own opinion.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. You know, freedom of speech and all.
Yeah.
But
He's a good ass guy, though.
But
Like,
your husband's a really good guy.
he would give his shirt off his back for anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, I have so many stories of the good. He's only been a cop for 2 years, and I already have so many stories of the good he's done for the community, and just little stories that,
Mm-hmm.
you know, are just
It's-
really show his heart.
Yeah, and there's a lot of police officers that'll do
Oh,
that.
yeah.
They're just not these demonized individuals.
Well, the thing
you
is,
know?
the media doesn't want to show all the good stuff. They just
course
want
not.
to show all the bad.
Of course not.
And a lot of, you know, like my husband, he won't come out and tell everybody all the good that he does because it's just his job.
Yeah, it's just
He doesn't want praise on it.
it's what he signed up for.
Yeah.
Like, he's not going out there throwing it on Instagram, being like, "Look what I did,"
yeah.
you know. And I
No.
hate those people that do that.
Half the stuff I don't even hear from him, and I hear it from somebody else. I'm like, why didn't you tell me this? It's like, I don't know. It's just part of the job.
Just part of the
It's
job.
what I do.
Yeah, you find out your husband's the ultimate hero, and
Yeah.
and you're like, "Why didn't you tell me this? I could have."
It's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just what I do.
It's cool because he's so soft spoken. Like he's really soft spoken. He's not like
Yeah.
a loud, boisterous guy, unless I don't know that part
No,
of him yet.
not at all.
You know?
Definitely not.
But you know, he's an Army veteran.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so did 5 years in the Army and served his country, and you know, and then you immediately got people that want to talk shit because they're just entitled little shits. You know, and
Yeah, it's mentally draining.
Yeah.
It's draining on. I mean, I can see it in his face. Days where he comes home tired from, you know, seeing the cars with, you know, fuck the police or fuck
Yeah.
the pigs, and
or
then,
pigs or
yeah, and then people just yelling that at them when
Yeah.
he's literally done nothing to
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, it's like joining a gang. You know,
Yeah.
the minute you get jumped into a gang, you have all these enemies that want to kick your ass, kill you, stomp you out, whatever, just because of the gang you're
Yep.
in. You know, unfortunately, his gang has
Yep.
a lot of members.
I
You know,
know,
and but you know, I mean, I don't know. I think a lot of this stuff has been blown way out of proportion.
Oh, for sure.
Do I agree with a lot of the things that, you know, cops shouldn't do? Absolutely. You know,
Yeah.
there should never be an abuse of power, regardless of anything,
No.
any position that you've
No.
been elected or,
And you know what?
you know,
Nobody hates those cops more than the good cops.
correct.
Because look where they're at now. Like, they're having to deal with what
The other
bad
person's
officers have done.
Yeah. Stop being dumbass cops.
Yeah.
Like, you're fucking it up for everybody else, you
Mhm.
know? Just like, stop being dumbass tattoo artists. You're fucking it up for everyone else. But
It's fine. It makes, you know, better for you.
actually, it does make it better for
Yeah,
me. So
'cause then-
keep being dickheads.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah, it makes me, you know, yeah, it is why you're here. Basically, you had a
Right.
bad experience, and now you're having a better experience. You know, you like your work.
Hell yeah.
You're not happy with your work.
No, I'm obsessed.
It's
Or
pretty
else I
fucking
wouldn't.
amazing.
I wouldn't keep coming back for more. We started with just a tiny little heart and like an anatomical heart, and now it's.
Yeah.
Don't tell Rob. It's gonna be a leg sleeve.
Yeah. Don't tell Rob. Sorry, buddy. No, I'm kidding. And you can see it on Instagram and you know all the social media too. I'll take a picture of it and then post it, and
I post it quite often too.
we do. Yeah, you can
So
see
if
it in
you
all
wanna-
her
Yeah,
pictures.
if you want to see Matt's work, then you can.
Go
you're
to
gonna have to follow me.
Follow her on Instagram,
Yeah.
Facebook, Mighty Mom Fitness.
Yeah, Mighty Mom _fitness.
Yeah, _fitness. Or if you're feeling a little bit COVID fat and you need a good trainer, boom, right here. If you need some good brows, not that I need them because I have amazing brows.
Yes, you do. For a
See
dude.
her too. Yeah. It's really, there's so many brow artists out there.
There are. When I first started, there wasn't this many.
Yeah. Well, because again, starting your own business in this whole scene of what's going on has been easier. You know, again, it forced me to slow down and reevaluate. Once I couldn't travel or do anything else like that, I started being like, okay, cool.
What am I going to do now?
And now I'm in a really cool spot. I'm with some really cool people, and we laugh. I'm physically the only man that works in this building full of all women, and I've learned a lot in this past 3 months about what fucking women are crazy, man. Like, women hate other women, women hate their men, women hate their boyfriends. It's like, But, yeah, it's okay. But I like it here, and I do thank you for giving me the referral. And then meeting...
And we have kick-ass owners.
Oh, man, the owners of this place, phenomenal. You've got Elissa and Steve.
If you need a studio, I mean, I think there's a couple in here.
There might be a couple available, maybe. Very few and far between, because you've been here for what?
2 years.
2 years. You've been here for 2 years. Almost everyone else out here, 8 years, 15 years. They've owned the building for 15 years.
Yeah.
But fantastic. One of the reasons why I signed a lease was because I met Elissa and I met Steve, and just
super chill
their
people.
attention to detail, and it just, again, I aligned myself with good people, and it just seemed to work. And Veronica and I had come in here and, you know, checked out this area, and she wanted to see what it was all about. And the funny thing is, she used to work down the way in the same strip mall, or buildings. And she laughed because some of the girls they worked right over here, used to walk to this building and blow up the bathrooms.
Oh my gosh.
Fun fact. Sorry, folks. Cade, you know who you are. And
They are nice bathrooms, though.
Well, they're really nice bathrooms. But the funny thing is, when I talked to Steve and I had mentioned that, I was like, oh yeah, you know, and Elissa, she was like, oh yeah, we sent out a letter that said, stop blowing up our bathrooms. Oh. Dirty.
That's so funny.
But yeah, it was pretty funny when you think about, like, you know, I'm learning a lot. I am learning a lot. I thought I knew, you know.
No, you learn.
I thought I knew it all. Life. Yeah. No, I'm kidding. I'm learning more and more and more, and realizing that Veronica's a very lucky wife. So speaking of spouses and stuff, how does your husband like the fact that you're doing multiple jobs and being a mighty mom, you know? And
well, I think he likes it. I mean, I used to not do much. So after having Ryder, I just was a stay-at-home mom, and I don't know. I think me being motivated as a person kind of motivates him. Yeah. And we kind of just crush it together, so.
And that's what it's all about, man.
Yeah.
Teamwork, powerhouse. I see you guys, you know, working out together and doing stuff like that, and I think that's pretty badass.
We have fun.
Yeah. He's a funny guy. He's a cool guy. How'd you guys meet?
Met at a bar.
Girl, I met at a bar.
It's like a bar restaurant. Well, it's no longer there, but I lived with my mom in New River. And we used to go to this local bar restaurant and do karaoke. And he was there with some of his friends, and I had like met his friends before, so we're all kind of hanging out. And this is so funny now that you know he has red hair.
Yeah, because I didn't know he had red hair. That was the funniest thing.
So I went up to him at the bar and I said, "Hey, are you Irish?" That was my pickup line.
That was your pickup line?
Yeah.
Hey, are you Irish?
Yeah.
What was your follow-up?
He was like, no.
It's all.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
bam.
I was like, okay. But no, we just hit it off, and then we found out there's quite an age gap. 10 years
I'd
to be
say
exact.
a 10-year age gap, but that falls in the 10-year
Yeah.
rule. So if it's a 10-year between, you know, below or
Yeah.
above, you're okay.
So I was
It's not
18.
as creepy. Yeah.
I was 18 and he was 28. So at first we were like, no, this cannot work. Especially, you know, my grandparents are very old-fashioned, so
Yeah.
they were not too on board with it.
They didn't approve of it.
Oh man.
Right off the bat.
No. But after the fact, now I think they love him more than they like me.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
On that note. Well, that was fun. So you're feeling good. You like it. You got all chicken skin again. Seems like every time I stop and say that, yeah. But it's all right. It's not a bad thing. We're gonna add color. We're gonna have so much fun on this thing. Like it's not even. It's obscene how cool this thing looks.
I know.
Like I'm not gonna lie, it's one of my favorite tattoos. And I have a few favorite tattoos that I've done throughout the years.
Yeah.
It was definitely up there with one of them. Like I said, I'll post a picture, show some stuff, you know, and yeah, I'm proud of this one. I'm proud of all my tattoos. Even, you know, the smallest tattoos have some of the biggest stories. So I like it. I think it's a good thing, you know.
I like it too.
I like it a lot. Matthew. I know, right? You're going to have to say that louder because the microphone will not pick that up.
Matthew.
There you go. That's evil. I like that. That's cool. Yeah, a little reference from the House Bunny with Anna Faris.
That's how we remember names.
It is how we remember names. Dana. Okay, good. Such a funny ass movie too.
Oh, I love it.
It's a good.
She's just hilarious.
Yeah. So if you could do, and people ask me this question all the time as far as like tattooing. If I could tattoo anybody in the world, who would I tattoo? I'm like, oh, that's a hard question. But if you could do, like, if there were a certain somebody's brows, let's say they're celebrity status or something that you just look at their brows and you're like, man, I'd like to just, you know, like who would it be? Who would you like to?
Like famous people have decent brows because I feel like it just.
What? No, they don't. There's
just
so many
depends.
famous people with horrible brows.
There are, but I mean, it goes two ways. There's either there's a lot, too many to choose from, or there's the ones that have good brows that I actually pay attention to.
Makes sense. Who's your favorite brows?
I don't know. Don't ask me this.
Mine?
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Mine.
I have some great
My
brows.
brows.
My brows are the best. No. You know what? I agree with you in some respects that celebrities either have one of, you know, they either go hit or miss. And that's the same thing with tattoos. I saw some tattoos on celebrities and everything that are like god awful.
Which
and
is
I'm
crazy
like, why,
because
dude?
like it's just they have like endless money, so.
Yeah, and I'm a cover-up specialist. I do tons of cover-ups. And my hashtag, and I've said it before, is better cover-ups than the LAPD. And so, you know, it's good. It works. But if you're out there and you need a cover-up, please hit me up. Don't go to, you know, chop shops and getting shitty tattoos. Stop with the shitty tattoos.
Yeah, don't do a walk-in.
If you're a celebrity and you want to get a tattoo and allow me to interview you on Beyond the Ink, that'll be even better. So comment down below. Let me know what you think. Yeah, we'll get you in the chair. It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
What do you think? I mean, I know I asked you a minute ago, like, is it distracting enough? Do you feel like telling your story is something that, you know, is a good thing?
Yeah.
Or
Heck yeah. I encourage everybody
to tell their story?
Yeah, tell their story because, I mean, you never know who you might motivate or inspire.
Yeah, that's true. You might inspire a young figure skater
Maybe.
fitness person who wants to do brows.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it's great as far as like the people that you meet. It's not monotonous. It's
No,
definitely
it's
not, redundant.
Everything happens for a reason.
And whether it's brows, and cool thing is you're doing Veronica's brows,
I know, I'm excited.
so that's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's funny because, you have like I'm a collector, right? So I'm a collector of tattoos, which means that I've had multiple tattoo artists, work on me. Which I feel like in the brow world, is that kind of like the same thing? Like if you have multiple, I mean, you only have 2 brows, but like.
Well, I mean, there's touch-ups involved, but I don't know. A lot of women have had bad experiences that come to me to try and fix them.
Okay.
It's not something, I mean, every artist has their different niche and what they like, and
Yeah.
I mean, I think I'm kind of more of one of the natural artists, so people gravitate towards me if they want natural brows, whereas there are artists who do the more trendy brows, and then they'll gravitate towards them.
Now, when you say trendy brow, are you talking about like that?
Like the bigger, thicker, like patterny kind of brows.
Yeah.
I try and make it look like as if we've never done anything to your brows. Like you just have naturally bomb-ass brows.
Yeah. Beautiful brows.
Yeah.
That's cool. And so that is like your,
It's my niche.
I say niche or trademark or,
Yeah.
like beautiful, bladed beauty brows.
Heck yeah.
That's cool.
And I like a challenge. Like I've done a lot of cover-ups as well.
Right.
From, back in the day where it was the thing to get your eyebrows tattooed.
Yeah.
And it was just the lines.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I like that kind of challenge. And then, like I said before, one of my clients, and she's now a friend, she was in a fire and she lost her eyebrows and has, bad scarring. And
Yeah.
I was able to give her brows, and that was awesome.
So because I know I again specialize in scar tissue cover-up as
Yeah,
well.
it's
Like
hard.
keloid scars, regular surgery scars, tummy tuck scars, all kinds of different
Yeah.
things, breast tissue scars.
Stretch marks.
Like that shit is crazy. Stretch marks. I do that, and it helps people, like, they feel better. Like it gives them
Heck yeah.
like for women, it gives them their femininity back. And they're
Yeah.
just like, thank you, Matt.
Well, me having a freaking 9-pound kid, I kind of blew up. And this tattoo has covered a lot of stretch marks, so it just makes you feel a lot better.
Yeah.
I know people say you should own that shit. It's
Yeah.
just, it's not about like owning it, towards other people. It's about how we feel and what makes us feel good, and
Yeah.
covering that just makes me feel better. So.
Well, I'm glad you're feeling better and that I could help you with that. It's always it always humbles me
Yeah.
when I change someone's life,
Same.
and or do a very good cover up. And I just think with what we do, a lot of people just don't understand like the
Significance.
ramification, of doing a great job and
Yeah.
having somebody like, I love it. Like,
I
and then
know.
cry about it,
Yeah.
and it's like good
That's
tears.
The best.
That's
When people cry, it's like, oh my gosh, I did that.
yeah.
I did that to you.
You have that impact on somebody, and I've had grown men
Aw.
cry,
Yeah.
and you know how hard it is to see a grown man
Yeah.
cry. Like
It's like you don't know what to do.
Yeah, I go.
Like, do you want a hug?
Yeah, should we
Can I hug
should we
you?
hug it out? Should we bump dicks? I don't know. Like, what makes you feel better? No, I'm kidding. I would never do that. I wouldn't do that. But I mean, like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But it is definitely one of the reasons why I do what I do. I like helping people. I like people to be happy in their own skin, and that's funny because it's what we do. It's
Yep.
skin, Even with personal training, I used to love when people would just go, they start off their personal training journey and they're wearing sweats.
Yeah.
And they're wearing all this baggy
And
shit.
and
then they start wearing
tank tops.
t-shirts and then pants and then shorts and tank tops and the next thing you know they're wearing like spandex and sports bras.
It's not even like so much physical as it is mental. Like it just changes your mentality. And
what's your biggest success story for personal training?
I mean, I have a couple clients that they just go in the gym and kill it. And
what's your, like, what I mean is like, who stands out the most with the biggest transformation of like, oh my God, you don't have to say names. You could just like a whole situation type thing.
I have one client and she got a divorce, so it was kind of like a revenge body.
Yeah.
And she came in and, you know, she had some weight she wanted to lose, she wanted to tone up, and she just came in and she freaking killed it, and she lost a bunch of weight, and she just mentally and physically was a different person when I first had met her.
Yeah.
I just love her. She's killing it.
That's awesome. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. I remember I had one of my most memorable, meaningful male clients. He was a truck driver, and he was like 5'2", right? And he's 365 pounds.
Oh my gosh.
Huge. And his doctor told him, like, you have to lose weight or you're going to die. Yeah. And so he got personal training, and that was with me. Mm-hmm. And anybody who knows me knows that I have zero filter. Like, sorry guys, I'm hardly sugarcoating shit. So
hardly, never.
Hardly, ever, never. Yeah. And so I would hold him accountable. I would call him at 5 a.m. I'd get his ass out of bed, you know, whatever. And he got down to, when we got done with, I mean, personal training is kind of expensive, you know?
It is.
And so when we got done to, he was like 220, right?
Yeah.
And I remember when we were doing his assessment, he was like, the only thing I want to do, be able to do, is I'm a truck driver and I want to make it easier for me to get in and out of my rig and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, yeah. And I said, but let's just be honest. I go, you want to see your dick? And he was like, what did you just say to me? And everybody in the whole like area was like, wait, what? What did you just say?
Like,
and he goes, yeah, I do. And so I was like, let's do it. Because that's how I would train people. I would, you know, to make them,
that's the only way to do
real
it.
Training. I even had this one girl, wife, whose husband, big dude, came in and he was like, where's Matt? And I said, I'm Matt. I thought he was going to kick my ass. But he shook my hand and he's like, my wife loves it. She's feeling better. Yeah. Sex is great. I'm like, all right, that's pretty.
I mean, personal training, you can't take it lightly. Like, you have to go hard and you have to be real with them because that's what they pay you for.
Yeah, they do.
They want you to say, you're eating like shit. And you need to get up and you need to work out.
They want somebody to hold them accountable, and
which as we all do, you know, we have those friends that are like, let's get our asses up and go work out.
But we also have those friends that are like, let's eat that cheeseburger. Let's do it again.
Like
in
me.
And out.
Hey, it's all about balance, okay?
It is about balance.
And COVID is just, you know, we're just living our fucking lives right now.
We're just living our best lives right now. We're like.
We're just going to rely on muscle memory when we go back.
Indeed we are.
Yep.
So
In-N-Out after this?
In-N-Out sounds great to me. Yeah. So, yeah, honestly, Dana, I thank you for being on the show, for allowing me to stab you on camera, multiple cameras, camera 1, camera 2. And,
no biggie.
Yeah, so...
Anytime.
I know, right?
Anytime. We have a whole leg.
We might have to revisit her again and show you like even more of what's.
Maybe when I start crying on the inner parts of my leg.
The back of the thigh. We might have to record again because it might sting a little bit more. But
we'll see. I take it as a challenge.
And I love that. I love the fact that you're very motivated by challenging yourself.
Yes. We all need to be.
We do.
Our best selves and challenge each other.
As cliche and funny as
Challenge
it
ourselves.
sounds, like I agree. I agree with you 100%. But that being said, again, I thank you for being on the show. And for you folks, if you're still with us, go ahead and smash that like button. Give us a thumbs up. Share it. If you know somebody who, again, needs personal training, brows, yeah, there's a lot of talented brow people out there. In fact, I know a brow person. It's Austin's girlfriend, Bella. She does brows too. And so I'm eventually going to have her on the show if she'll ever get tattooed. So yeah, I'm talking to you. Watch it, show it. Come in and we'll talk about you as well. But if you're still with us, again, thanks for stopping by and watching another episode, which is probably going to be the 1-year anniversary episode of Beyond the Ink. What?
I feel honored.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It is pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie. It just seems like
Time
what the fuck?
flies.
Like time has just been, you know, yeah. It's just gone by a whole year, and I couldn't be more thankful again to all my clients, all my friends, my family, who's put up with all my crazy ideas of wanting to do this in the first place, and traveling all over the United States and collecting stories and timestamps and making sure everybody's, you know, everybody's good. So out there on the whole little planet, be safe. Don't be dicks. Like, just be cool. Get tattooed. Have fun. Live life. Be kind to one another, and just stop
Just
with
live
all
your
the
damn life.
Yeah, just stop being angry.
Have fun.
Just have a good time.
Life is way too short.
Oh, or long. Well, you know, it all depends on if you're short.
Hey. Bitch.
Just kidding. So, hey, thanks again for watching. I'm Matt. That's Dana. Dana. It's crazy. I'll see you again next time. Thanks again for the 1-year anniversary. See you guys next time on the next episode of Beyond the Ink. Bye.
Peace.